Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing Dana White's fight announcements he made yesterday on Instagram. I didn't see the live stream, but I did see the UFC post the fights later on. I didn't know that Dana White, he personally DM'd me, said, thanks for uploading your video. We could, without your video, we wouldn't know what to matchmake next. So, and then he paid me in 500 casino tokens. I don't know how much that is, but he said it's a lot, so I trust him. Anyways, he announced a debut MMA fight, Jandarova versus Dern 2. If you're a hardcore, you're gonna really enjoy that one. Get your popcorn ready, you know. So there's that. All right. So you can see on screen we got Nurmagomedov versus Bautista. You don't have to be a hardcore to enjoy this fight because this fight is gonna be really fun. They're both really well-rounded, and they mainly like to strike, and both aren't scared to wrestle. So it's not gonna be like the same as like the Corey Sandhagen where he was scared to wrestle with Umar. He did a great job defending the takedowns, but that his worry about defending the takedowns hindered his striking. So you know, it's gonna be really competitive. I can guarantee it's gonna be competitive, really fun. It's not gonna be a boring chess match. It's gonna be a chess match, but it's gonna be like chess match where like there's lasers and like explosions everywhere. So it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna lean towards Umar winning this one because even though Bautista is also himself a little bit underrated, I think he's much better than people think he is. They just saw him as like some guy that pushes up against the cage. He's actually really exciting. Even like before and after the Jose Aldo fight, he has exciting performances. I do think Umar still is a better, overall well-rounded, like more well-rounded than Bautista is. So for that fun fact, I'm gonna lean towards Umar. But if you're gonna bet, it wouldn't be a bad idea betting on Bautista. Because you know he is an underdog in this fight, but a little bit too much of an underdog. I think it's much closer than it is. Anyways, all right. So now we got Edwards versus Prates for UFC 322. This is such an exciting fight. This is one of the fights I said for the UFC to make for 170 to make a really high fight. I can't wait for this one. I don't know if I like this one over JDM versus Islam. Like I can't decide which one I like more. But anyways. A lot of people are counting out Edwards in this fight. Let's just start by saying Edwards is on a 2 losing streak, and you can easily call his whole title reign fraudulent. Don't fall for that narrative, because Edwards is a very high level striker in general, but the way he's been losing is by wrestlers. So like, it's not like he's getting outstruck by strikers. And the way he was losing to, the way he won the belt, you know, he was losing to Usman via wrestling. So he was down 4 rounds, and then he was losing the 5th round, and then I guess you can say he got the fluky head kick KO, which I don't knock you down for bringing that up. That is actually a fair argument to say, oh, he wouldn't have been champ if he didn't get the last minute head kick KO. But in my opinion, everything that happens in the fight is fair. So like, even though he was losing, he still became champ. But anyways, I was gonna say, so Prates is not a wrestler. He's not gonna bring Edwards into to that realm to where Edwards is gonna get uncomfortable and have to struggle, and that's how he lost his last 2 fights. And also, the way Edwards fights on the feet stylistically, it could counter Prates' style, where they're both very patient, but the one's defensively responsible, and Prates is not defensively responsible. The Prates is pretty hittable. That's why he was getting like outclassed by Ian Gary for the first 4 rounds. He's very hittable. He's very flat-footed. But what he does is he waits for the timing and just throws a KO shot, hoping to KO you. And Edwards is as well patient, but he's patient because he's thinking about his defense. He doesn't want to leave himself open very much throughout their fight. So he's gonna be very worried about Prates striking. So it's not like he's gonna go out there like every single other fighter that has been fighting Prates, leave their chin in a silver platter and get like a highlight reel KO, let Prates get a take and move on them. Like Edwards is gonna be very patient. He's gonna be very defensively sound in the fight, so he can easily, just by outstriking and not let himself get chinned, he can definitely beat Prates just by being the smarter fighter there. because he is pretty smart. He is a high level. Edwards is a high level striker, like when it comes to like his striking IQ. That being said, I do have Prates chinning Edwards first round KO, because I literally can't stop thinking about the last fight. I generally can't stop thinking about the last fight when I think of Prates. So yeah, so I got Prates first round KO. Okay, we got WEILI versus Shevchenko. Another fun fight that I said to make, and they did make it. I got my Asian queen getting this done via 5-round decision. Alright, we got JDM versus Islam Makhachev. I'm not gonna go too deep into this one for right now. I'm not gonna give my opinion on this one. You wanna know why? Because I really don't even know who I want, who I think is gonna win. I generally don't know. I'm like, one day I'm thinking, oh, Islam got this, but then the next day I'm thinking, oh no, JDM got this. And that's because I really haven't been studying their fight film yet. Like, I haven't gotten to studying their fight film, so that's why I'm still like thinking, oh, but I forgot about this. Oh no, but this happened. Oh no, but this happened. So that's why I'm still very 50-50 on this fight. I'm not gonna this UFC 322. We still got the Alex versus Ankalaev fight pay-per-view between this two, so I'm not gonna bother studying this fight right now. But yeah, this is such a 50-50 fight for me. There's so many questions also from each fighter, as in can JDM's boxing and his takedown defense be enough to beat Islam, or is Islam just so much better? His skill at 170 is just so much higher than the rest of the 170ers that he's gonna destroy all of welterweight and become like a reigning champ there. So who knows? Or like, is the size difference gonna matter? Who knows? There's so many questions that I still gotta be patient and study these guys thoroughly, because this is one of the highest level, like, not just an exciting fight, but one of the highest level fights right now in the UFC, aside Islam versus Ilya. So right now I'm not gonna give my opinion on this one. I'm not even leaning towards any. I'm very indifferent. I'm very indifferent who even wins this fight. Like, I don't care who wins this. So there's that. So those are my opinions on all these fight announcements that Dana White has made. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Goodbye. Also, there's no UFC tomorrow, so there is gonna be the what's his name, Luke Rockhold versus Darren Till. Really fun fight. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day and have a good weekend, and goodbye.